Just as I expected, the Threnodian took notice of you the moment you learned the truth. What you see in this sanctuary is the Sentinel in their true form. A majestic steed that galloped with the wind, not a creature of the ocean's depths. The Order worships a half-horse, half-sea creature divinity, a form the Sentinel assumed only after being corrupted by the Threnodian. Although the Sentinel's will has yet to fade, who knows how much longer they can endure. I wish to ask you to persuade the Sentinel of Jinzhou, Jue, to come to Renacita, to save Imperator. In return, I will agree to whatever condition or request you make. I understand the position you are in. Word has it that you're currently staying at a hotel and are at odds with the Order. Perhaps a stay at my estate would suit you for the remainder of your time in Renacita. I can offer you a glimpse into Renacita's past, and you'd be spared the Order's unwelcome attention.
There might still be a path forward. Carlotta once helped me interpret some stained glass images. The story it told was very similar to what you described, only more biased towards the Order. It mentioned a maiden who would emerge as the Sentinel's resonator and later save Renacita. Do you think that's also a lie?
Care to elaborate? The part regarding the maiden isn't entirely fiction. The Sentinel does indeed appoint a maiden to be their resonator, though not in the way the Carnival would have you believe. No. It's through resonance with a very particular artifact. That's because Imperator wields the power to split and manipulate space. With it, they can withdraw a portion of power. That power's frequency will match the Imperator's own. This is how the Sword of Divinity, Turvin, came to be. A blade sealed with the very powers of the Sentinel, and the artifact used to select their resonator. To resonate with the sword is to resonate with the Sentinel. Only the Chosen One may hope to draw it.
And what about Cardathea?
The martyred maiden. The nature of her resonance is unclear to me. Perhaps she resonated with the Threnodian, or perhaps with the Sentinel in its corrupted form. But choosing her could not have been the Sentinel's will. That's because the maiden was already dead. In the past, each year the Phasalia family would hold the divine trials to select those with the strongest will. These young women would attempt to resonate with Turvin's powers, while overclocked, of course. Though none succeeded, some saw fragments of the truth hidden within the resonance. I was one of them. There was a moment where I glimpsed the Sentinel's corrupted form and the inverted ruins suspended in the sky. I also learned that only Turvin can break the barrier of that sonorosphere. When I awoke from that vision, I discovered a line of words inscribed onto my hand. I would never mistake my own handwriting. That is precisely why I'm searching for other possibilities. The words were, "The maiden is dead."
An inverted ruin suspended in the sky. Her and Cardathia's descriptions bear many similarities. If Turvin is the key to entering the Sonarosphere, it stands to reason that Imperator may have played a role in the sphere's creation. If I can confirm that Turvin was truly left by Imperator, at least it would prove that neither are lying. Cantarella said she was overclocking when she tried resonating with Turvin. That's exactly what happened with Jinshi. Could Imperator be trying to restore their power through a second awakening? If that's the case, my permission should cause a reaction. That's one way to confirm what they're saying.
I suppose all that's left is its symbolic value. However, do handle it with care. It is a family heirloom. I've heard of your unique methods and formidable strength. Rover, who are you really? The Sentinel's arbiter?
Well, I have some information and theories of my own. Care to hear them?
Please, enlighten me. I would never have imagined someone already considered a martyr could still be alive. What surprises me even more is the connection you have with the Sentinel. We Thessalians revere Imperator as our one true divinity, and yet, here you stand, the arbiter of the Sentinel. Would it be more fitting to address you as Master? Then, I present my request once more. Are you willing to help rescue our Sentinel and pull Renacita back from the brink of chaos? Turvin can only serve its purpose while in your hands. You should have it.
The only question now is how we reach Cardathia and Imperator's Sonarosphere.
We can discuss it on the way.
So you are the one that Cardathia sensed wandering outside the Sonarosphere.
A question that you already know the answer to. Why bother asking? Although being described as a jellyfish. There is a cable car in the lower levels of the Phasalia estate that leads directly to the sonorosphere. The mechanism beside that wall can activate the lifts.
Are all these mechanisms really necessary?
Convenience isn't the only reason for having them. Some were specifically built in case an outsider decided to visit. You seem perturbed. Are you still gathering your thoughts?
Everything that's happened has all lined up so perfectly. It makes me think it's too good to be true.
I'd like to share a different perspective. Rivers eventually converge into the same ocean. If a goal is mutual, then it's only a matter of time before they meet. Our choices and our will have led us to this situation, not the wishes of fate.
You are quite different from what the rumors say.
Oh. And what rumors have you heard?
That you're a recluse? A mystic obsessed with the crafting of poison. Oh, and that you poisoned your predecessor. Those kinds of rumors.
A recluse? On the contrary, I've been searching for a solution to the Sentinel's plight, and rarely return to Renacita. After most of my leads fell short, a friend at Mingting in Huanglong introduced me to the stories they were telling of you.
A friend?
All the affairs of Huanglong's states eventually land in one person's hands. Would you care to take a guess at the identity of this friend of mine?
Why not put the other rumors to rest?
Because the rest of them are all true. I see it'll take more than that to rattle you, huh? I assure you, this is no jest. We Thessalians have lived under the Threnodians' whispers for generations. Once the soul fractures, the mind will follow, until only a puppet remains. When the soul of the ruling head falters, Thessalia tradition dictates that the successor usher them into eternal slumber, with a poison of their own making. My succession ritual? Well, an unforeseen incident gave rise to whispers that sparked those rumors.
How long has this been going on?
For centuries. Every generation. Outside, they call me the Bane, but historically every head of the Phasalia family has carried such a title. It just so happens that I am the most potent one yet. We've reached the old seminary's undercrypt. The gateway into the sonorosphere itself lies at its center. We shall continue on foot from here. strange. This area was clear of tacit discords on my last visit, and there's no tacit field nearby. Could they have come from the Sonora Sphere itself?
Didn't think there would be gull puffs here.
Interesting. I've never seen such little creatures before. Would you mind sparing a few for me?
I better not ask what she plans to do with them.
Oh, this will be fun. Surge of deep tides. The road ahead will not be an easy one.
What exactly happened here?
The second dark tide. It occurred right here at the Avenolium, the largest seminary ever built by the Order. It arrived on the very day the Blessed Maiden passed her trials and was crowned by the Order. A day when the leaf burned brighter than ever. And when the darkness came, none escaped. These days, what most people remember is the seminary disappearing into the sky. But in truth, the dark tide that should have spread across Rinascita vanished along with it. Yet due to a lack of records, the second dark tide slowly faded from memory. I was there when it all happened, still an ordinary member of the family, watching it unfold from a boat just outside the seminary. It wasn't until later, when I attempted to resonate with Turvin, that I gained a partial glimpse of the Sonora Sphere's interior.
Sounds like someone inside the seminary did something to stop the spread.
Precisely. It could very well have been part of his doing. But, as with the first time, there's also the chance it was the Sentinel who turned the tide. I can sense the conflict within you, the temptation to trust your maiden. But it's best to keep those thoughts to yourself for now. For the Threnodian knows where the heart is weakest, and it is there it strikes the hardest. Of course, it's never too late to place your trust when the evidence is clear. But now is not the time, is... The gateway into the Sonora Sphere is just on the other side of this bridge. This is the furthest I've ever managed to venture. Judging from the bits of information the Sentinel gave me, Turvin is the key to entering the Sonora Sphere. And who can wield the Sword of Divinity but a Blessed Maiden?
But you said you left yourself a message saying that the maiden was dead.
That's why I sought aid from the other Sentinels. It's a shame they all refused. Luckily, you've brought me a new hope.
Let me be there for everyone, as we head toward our shared future, leaving the past behind.
Harriet, you have come. Greetings. I'm Cartathea, and you are?
Cantarella Phasalia.
Oh, a Phasalia. It seems your ties with the Order are more complicated than they appear.
I had the privilege of watching the Blessed Maiden's performance at the Carnival once. I'm rather surprised. After all this time, you still look exactly as you did that day. But you and I should be around the same age.
I'm also unsure of what's happened to me. I've been searching for answers. This must be the Sword of Divinity. Turvin. The one with the Sentinel's powers sealed within.
You shouldn't have knowledge of this sword.
Memories flowed into my mind just as you entered the Sonorosphere, granting me information about the sword's origins.
Cantarella said that only those who resonate with Turvin are granted glimpses of its knowledge.
Would you mind if I tried touching it? The question of whose resonator I am is now perfectly clear. If I am not the Sentinel's resonator, then that must mean...
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. That doesn't prove you're the Threnodian's resonator, nor that you aid its cause.
Huh? This connection formed between the Sentinel and the Threnodian, the second Dark Tide, and the forming of this Sonorosphere.
Right now, you're the sole survivor of whatever happened that day. You really don't remember anything?
As you spoke, I remembered a few more things. There are two other swords. The Sword of Discord, Hognis, and the Sword of Virtue, Haltia. Yes. Did you see them too? Placing the three swords on their respective pedestals should break the seal over the main tower. But why would this information be revealed to me now? Is this the Threnodians' doing?
If we do nothing, we'll never get any answers. Instead of speculating, we should use the clues we've gathered so far.
Lady Maiden.
Please, Cartathea would suffice. I am but a fake after all.
I've waited for this moment. This chance to save the Sentinel. And my family. I will not turn back, even if this does turn out to be a trap. If the thought of the final answer troubles you, then I suggest you step aside. Rover and I will take care of this matter.
Since you are willing to overlook the possibilities of a trap, then there's no reason for me to worry and turn away. I underestimated your resolve. I'm sorry. Simply place Turvin on the pedestal behind me, and this tower will elevate itself.
What you said to Cardathea back there?
Rather effective on someone of her personality. Wouldn't you agree?
Are you all right? The gravity that occupies this space is the opposite of what you're used to. It took me some time to get used to it too. I believe it's to prevent them from falling to the ground. Tacit discords, the dark tide, and these ruins themselves.
I imagine it's also a symbolic reminder that our beliefs have been turned on their head. This view matches with what I saw at the time.
Until you get used to the gravity here, I suggest we travel via phone. It's the name I gave to a gondola.